Brainwash with Dr. Tom and Guitar Picks with Cyril Lance, the Reverend Gary Davis.
Reverend Gary Davis. I'm glad I'm open tuning. I moved in when I moved to Boston, which was first. I moved to Boston in the mid '80s, and that was my first real music. That was the start of my music career. Really, it was the first place where I started playing with other musicians. And I moved in with a guy who was he was a lot older than me, and he was just really into fingerstyle blues guitar. That's all he listened to. It's all he wanted to do. And he would sit there and play, and I never ever learnt that stuff. But he would listen to a lot of Reverend Gary Davis, and I loved it and I absorbed it. And then in 1994 we moved down here, and all of a sudden I found out this is the home. Well, it's not the home. I think Gary Davis was from around Greenville, South Carolina, but he grew up on the streets here of Durham and the whole Hayti thing, and this whole Piedmont blues style. I never even knew what a Piedmont blues style was. So I kind of fell into the belly of Piedmont blues here. And the first thing I did here, went to a Piedmont Blues Festival and it had all these local people like John D. Holman and Aljamain Hinton and just some of the great people that are still legacies to what we got going on here. So I thought it only appropriate that I play. On my album, I do a tribute to him. I do a version of Light of This World, which I think Jorma kind of introduced Gary Davis to the world at large, Jorma Kaukonen, and he did a version of that. But I'm not a real steeped in tradition type of player like this, but Light of This World. So Gary Davis played with two fingers, and that's his distinctive style, and had that kind of thing going. So he just had this kind of rolling style. And I think what we should play is Hallelujah.
Okay.
Hallelujah. I don't even know how it goes, but anyway, this is some of his gospel stuff, and I love gospel music. I mean, any music that is, I don't know, it goes in with what I've been saying probably the whole interview, songs about healing and redemption, and the whole gospel music thing is about that, and I believe blues is about that too. A lot of people have problems separating blues out from gospel, but I kind of feel it's just going at the same thing a different way. And Reverend Gary Davis bridged that whole thing. He started out playing a lot of blues, and then I think he found his Christ in his own way or whatever. And I can't really speak to that, but other people can. I didn't really study his life, but then he started doing a lot of gospel music. I just love his gospel stuff. I love it all. But anyway, Hallelujah's a great tune. They're all great, and it's his vibe that I think inspires me.